Namaste everyone. Let's start the class with a short prayer. After that, we'll chant the mantras of Vivekachudamani from 51st mantra till 55th mantra, and then we'll see the explanation part. ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा ऋणमोचनकर्तारः पितुः सन्ति सुतादयः बन्धमोचनकर्ता तु स्वस्मादन्यो न कश्चन मस्तकन्यस्तभारादेर्दुःखमन्यैर्निवायते क्षुद्रादिकृतदुःखं तु विना स्वेन न केनचित् पथ्यमौषधसेवा च क्रियते येन रोगिणा आरोग्यसिद्धिर्दृष्टास्य नान्यानुष्ठितकर्मणा वस्तुस्वरूपं स्फुटबोधचक्षुषा स्वेनैव वेद्यं न तु पण्डितेन चन्द्रस्वरूपं निजचक्षुषैव ज्ञातव्यमन्यैरवगमन्यते किम् अविद्याकामकर्मादि पाशबन्धं विमोचितुं कश्शक्नुयाद्विन आत्मानं कल्पकोटिशतैरपि. Okay, we are done with the chanting part. Now we'll just read the mantra and we'll see the explanation part. So I'm starting with the 51st mantra. ऋणमोचनकर्तारः पितुः सन्ति सुतादयः बन्धमोचनकर्ता तु स्वस्मादन्यो न कश्चन. Here this mantra says a father, a person who is the father, he has his sons and his friends and relatives. He has his sons and his friends and relatives to save him from his financial debts. If he has done any, if he is liable to any others, so he has someone, that his sons and his relatives and friends, they will save him from his financial debts. But there is no other person apart from oneself to redeem from his bondage of samsara. I'll repeat it. This mantra says a father, a person who is the father, he has his sons and his relatives and friends to save him from his financial debts. But there is no other person apart from himself to redeem from his bondage of samsara. So one has to redeem from oneself, and he has to save himself from the bondage of samsara. If it is a death, financial death, someone will come and help them. His families or relatives or friends, someone will come and help him. But this bondage of samsara, from this delusions, one has to save oneself. He has to save himself. No other person will come and help him to overcome from his bondage of samsara. That's what this mantra means. We'll move to the next mantra. मस्तकन्यस्तभारादेर्दुःखमन्यैर्निवायते क्षुद्रादिकृतदुःखं तु विना स्वेन न केनचित्. So this mantra says the exhaustion and fatigue caused by the carrying the load on the head can be relieved by the others. So if there is a load on someone's head, by exhausting himself, if a person is carrying a load on his head, if he is exhausted, someone will definitely come and help him to remove that load from his head. But there is no other person apart from himself can save from the pain caused by hunger, etc. If someone is poor or if someone is hungry and if he is very hunger and etc., this type of things, the pain caused by all this hunger and others, this type of things, one has to save oneself, himself. He has to save himself. No other person will come and save him from that pain. That pain he has to bear and he has to overcome from that pain. I'll repeat this. This mantra says, if someone is exhausted by carrying the load on his head, someone will definitely come and help him and to remove that load. But if the person is the pain caused by hunger and any other things similar to that, these things, the pain caused by all these things, that pain one has to go through oneself and one has to recover from oneself. So no other person will come and take his pain, right? One has to bear it and one has to overcome from that pain. That's what this mantra means. We'll move to the next mantra. पथ्यमौषधसेवा च क्रियते येन रोगिणा आरोग्यसिद्धिर्दृष्टास्य नान्यानुष्ठितकर्मणा. So this mantra says, the patient, for example, let's say there is one patient who is suffering from some disease. If he is taking as per doctor's prescription, if he is following that proper diet and if he take that proper medicine, then he will definitely recover and he will completely recover if he takes proper diet and proper medicine which is prescribed by the doctor. But if he is not following all those the diet and medicine, if he don't take that, he will definitely not recover, right? So but the work done by others, but not true work by done others, the patient will be recovered by taking that proper diet and medicine. But if some other person is taking that diet and medicine, and if some other is going through that fitness etc., this patient won't recover, right? This patient has to take that, follow that diet and medicine, not by others. So he has to follow to recover from that disease completely. That's what this mantra means. We'll move to the next mantra. वस्तुस्वरूपं स्मृतबोधचक्षुषा स्वेनैव वेद्यं न तु पण्डितेन चन्द्रस्वरूपं निजचक्षुषैव ज्ञातव्यमन्यैरगमन्यते किम्. So this mantra says, the true nature of things, the true nature is to be known personally through the eyes of their clear illumination. So if I want to see something clearly, I have to see from my eyes clearly, then only I can see it clearly. So personally I have to see that thing clearly, but not through by any other person or any other sage. Even though he is a sage or any other person, I can't see that clearly, right? I have to see it clearly from my eyes personally. Others can't help me to see all those things clearly. Like what the moon is exactly to be known with one's own eyes. So here the example is the moon. What is the moon exactly, how it looks like, and what is the shape, size, and the clear picture, that I can know by seeing that moon myself, right? With my eyes I have to see it myself. Can others make me see that clearly? What is the shape, what is the size, and where it is exactly? That I have to see myself. So that's what this mantra means. I'll repeat this. It says, the true nature of things. What is the true nature? That I have to see myself personally with my eyes to see it clearly. But others can't make me to see that. Even though he is a sage or any other great person, others can't help me to see that clearly. The example is the moon. This is just an example. what is the shape of the moon and size of the moon and where it is, how it is, looks like, everything I have to see it with my eyes clearly. Then only I can able to see it. So others can't make me see that. That's what this mantra is. We'll move to the last mantra of today's class. Avidya kama karmadi पाशबन्धं विमोचयितुं कशक्नुयाद्वीना आत्मानं kalpakotishatayrapi. So this mantra says, no other person apart from oneself can get rid of the bondage of samsara. So what is this bondage of samsara? The life and death, this is janma mrityu and sukha dukkha, all this comes under the bondage of samsara. The pain and happiness, disturbance, etc. all this. So no other person apart from myself can get rid of the bondage of samsara. And this caused by, this is why this bondage of samsara is caused. This is through my ignorance. Through my ignorance, my desires. If I am desirous of getting something, if I get this thing, I'll be very happy. As I didn't get that thing, so I'm not happy. So that desire, through that desire and through my actions and through my ignorance. So through all these things, I'm stuck under the bondage of samsara. So no other than myself can get rid of the bondage of samsara. I have to help myself. Other people can just guide me, can just suggest me and guide me. But who can get rid of this bondage of samsara? I have to help myself. So no other person will help me from this, to get rid of the bondage of samsara, which is caused by my ignorance, desire and actions. Even though I can't get rid of this bondage, even though by living this, by the millions of cycles of birth and death, first I'll be born and again I'll be dead and again I'll be reborn and again I'll be dead. So this cycle will be keep on repeating. So when this bondage of samsara will be removed, I have to help myself. I should have that discriminative capacity. What is real and what is unreal, what is temporary and what is permanent. And so I have to get rid from this bondage of samsara. My teachers and my scriptures, everything will just help me, will just guide me, but I have to implement it in my day-to-day life. Then only I can get rid of this bondage of samsara and I will be getting a liberation. So that's what this mantra means. So we are done with today's class. In the next class we'll see other 5 mantras. Thank you all for joining. I'll close this with a closing prayer. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ.